Welcome to the anomaly, the contradistinct, uncensored, unmonetizable, and deemed unwatchable by the mainstream masses. We are the ones they cannot control and attempt to hold back, but together we form revolution. The Ramborgia. Welcome to John Rambo Presents The Show. Stay ballsy. Don't take any shit from anyone.
Rise from your grave.
April Fools. April Fools.
Who does April fool?
Are we here or are we not here? Is this the show or an elaborate, foolish shenanigan?
Are you John Rambo or are you Ron Jambo?
I don't know who I am. Or who you are. I haven't heard this voice in quite some time.
I really want to know.
This could have been recorded years ago for all they know.
Maybe it was.
Who would ever know?
Maybe all future shows have been recorded in the past.
In the early 80s, every show was created.
So, what do you think about them Reaganomics?
Did you have a nice April Fool's Day? Did you play a prank on someone today at work? Maybe set someone's pant leg on fire at their desk? Something like that? Something fun?
Someone did have a pretty good prank, though. Not really a prank, just something funny.
What did they do? Tell us.
If you start it, we have a system for keeping track of, issues and requests for people to do stuff.
Oh, no.
And you can attach a tag to them.
Uh-huh.
If you attached a tag that was Nicolas Cage spelled wrong, every single image on the page became an image of Nicolas Cage.
Did this happen to people?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone did it without knowing about it. I knew about it. I think it was just something you went to go show other people.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. Someone put a use other door sign on one of the doors when the other door was like 50 feet away.
So this is something that went on today. Was this annoying to you, or you enjoyed the festivities?
It was fun. Yeah, usually I try to come up with something, but...
you didn't do anything?
No, not this year.
We'll have to come up with something for you to do. People in the comments today. You're going to do it tomorrow. They'll never expect it.
Tomorrow?
How about, I got one, dump a bucket of water on someone's brand new laptop.
Well,
just walk over and just do it.
I mean, we've got backup, so everything should be fine.
How about just spit in someone's face? How about that as a prank?
If they didn't want you to spit in their face, they wouldn't have come to work that day.
They wouldn't have got in front of your spit?
No, they would have dodged.
So, when I was a kid, I got in trouble on April Fool's Day.
Oh, no.
And I got slapped, actually. You ever struck as a child by the parent? Or you don't want to reveal that?
I don't remember, which is probably worse.
Well, I think they don't do that really anymore. I see people with kids now. They never hit the kids.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to.
We were like the last kind of run of where it would go down.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I was like beaten or anything like that, okay? So don't call anyone about this. I have psychiatrists to talk to. I don't need your help. But when I was a kid, I got in trouble. I read about this. I don't know where I came up with this. But what I did is I put the toilet seat, I put Scotch tape, all across the toilet seat. It's
like
a great
over
joke.
the hole or over the sitting down on part?
Basically covering it, so if someone were to go into the bathroom, the toilet seat's down, they pull it up, and they go to use the bathroom, they can't, there's tape everywhere. I guess it wasn't on the seat, it was on the undercarriage underneath the seat. Not the part
the opening?
Yeah, it blocks the opening. But the reason I got in trouble is because I did this. I was a young child, so don't judge me too much here. But I did this, and then I realized I had to use the bathroom. So I was like, well, I don't want to take the tape off because this is a great April Fool's Day prank. I'm being very festive. So what I did was I just urinated on the tape. And I remember doing this.
That's awful.
And then I just left. And then maybe 20, 30 minutes later, you just hear the screams of, what is wrong with you? You're not my son. You're going back to that home. But it all works out because we get to talk about it here today on the program.
Gosh, well,
That's a great prank, though, isn't it? I mean, really.
Yeah, I mean, I know somebody who did a modified version of that prank.
Yeah.
Underneath the toilet seat, if you lifted up the seat, they covered the entire bowl of the toilet with saran wrap.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, that's basically what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then someone. Well, the thing was, it was in a female's dormitory, So someone sat down on the
It
toilet.
fell in.
No, they didn't fall in, but they sat down on the toilet and basically soaked themselves because all the urine just bounced off the saran wrap.
So they themselves went to urinate. But
No, someone else did.
Yeah, I get it, but I imagine they pre-urinated on it, and this other person sits on that. So that's what I did.
Oh, God.
I had the ultimate April Fool's prank.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not much for doing... I do... Yeah, that's not the sort of prank I would do. That's a little bit too destructive and gross.
I was a boy, okay?
Yeah, I'm more the kind of guy
This
who
was last year, John. I was just a boy.
give you a container of M&Ms with like one Skittle in it.
You're the tire slasher kind of guy.
Slash and burn, buddy.
So we should probably have like an official opening here to today's program. So on this, the Day of Fools, the biggest fools of all have awoken. That's right. Welcome to the return of L's show. My name is John. I'm joined by... You missed him under the mistletoe during Christmas. You missed his dropping balls on New Year's. You craved his sweet pulpy chocolate on Valentines. But today he is here for you all. Ladies and gentlemen, the great OJ is here.
Hello, my friends.
Welcome back, sir. Wow.
Welcome back to you.
So we were trying to figure out when to come back with the show and just like looking at the calendars about maybe a month or two ago and just like, wow, April 1st is a Wednesday.
Nailed it.
They may not know if the show's really coming back or not. Because it's all about, I love trolling the audience. It's what gets me off, you know. It's the only reason I do this, really. But it's just perfect, man.
Just to mess with folks.
The Day of Fools.
Yeah, it's an interesting holiday. I mean,
It's really dope.
I definitely don't remember how it started. I'm halfway tempted to make up a fake reason for how it started, but excuse me, I wouldn't do it justice.
Now it's show day. People will remember this day forever.
Mark, this is our anniversary of the show forever.
This is when the show came back from the dead. It rose from its grave, yes.
The zombie show. Because everything's a zombie now.
This is the zombie show, yeah.
Yeah, everything is zombie themed now.
I guarantee if I called this John Rambo Presents The Zombie Show, the views would be like double. I would almost guarantee
Where
it.
are the zombies? You know what we should do, John?
Zombies, yeah.
We should do John Rambo Presents The Zombie Show. Make it a 1 minute 59-second long video.
Yeah.
With no video, just a picture, and then us just going.
The internet would love that. You kidding me?
We should
pull a reverb on there.
You know, we should do it. We should do it.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah, why not?
I just gave you the audio.
It's already half done.
Yeah.
So, where do we begin with this, John? We're on the precipice of a mountaintop right now. So much has happened. The new STAYBALLSY.com is launched. Thanks to Mr. Serafix. You can check it out. OJ's been writing some strange blogs or something on there.
Yeah.
Frightening stuff.
I have to, it's
a
kind
manifesto.
of sad. I have to mark down what I want to write within like 10 minutes of figuring it out, or I will forget and have to write something else.
Just, it's good just to carry around, like, well, you have the phone, right? Just the notepad
Yeah,
thing.
just talk into it.
And a lot of people do this, like, every time I've read about a comedian or something, they always do that, man. Something happens, just write it down, and it's fun stuff. Makes you feel really if you want to feel real self-important, I must write down random things of my day to tell to others.
Take a note.
Yes.
The orange juice I had today had just the right amount of pulp, but it was 3 degrees too cold.
People need to
Fire
know
that man.
the minutia.
Yeah, just like stupid. Just walk around. Don't even record stuff. Just talk about it, like as if you were.
Schnoz made a hole punch. 2-disc compilation set has been released into the wild. That has happened. And of course, during a court case, OJ had acid thrown in his face, turning him into a Two-Face type character, which is why we can't see us anymore.
Yeah.
We've taken it away.
That, and I don't need to wear pants anymore. This is a nice
You're
bonus.
now Two-Face. But the new side looks even better than the old.
Well, anything would be an improvement, right?
How come, imagine the acid landed somewhere else on his body.
Oh, gosh.
How come, like, there's all these, like, parody superhero things. How come no one ever did where, like, it lands on his ass? Like, one ass cheek? And then his name is known as Half-Ass.
Oh, that would be amazing. No, dude, we're taking that. No, we're taking that.
Half-Ass is a new character.
Yeah, no, dude, that's ours. We're using this.
I mean, all right, we'll figure that out.
Or like he went to go sit down at the courthouse, like, he could be like a lawyer character or like the DA, but he sat down on the toilet that somebody
the toilet seat prank with acid.
Yeah,
the saran wrap with acid on it, and the guy sits and he turns into a half-ass as super villain.
Yeah,
wow.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the return of the show and the greatest show ever done, I think. Right?
We already got comic book stuff already.
That's right. I must tell you all, my friends, of course, we are available on iTunes and Stitcher and the new improved STAYBALLSY.com, as well as YouTube. We'll get to that in a minute, but a question that someone may ask here is, what the Tzyck happened? What in the Tzyck happened to you? Using OJ language. So if you rewind a few months back, I kind of really hit the wall, and just a lot of things going on at once, and it was a long road with the Schnozman Hole Punch stuff, plus the show, and some other things I had going on. I really did a lot of personal damage to myself, and so I forced myself to kind of take a step back and take some time to figure things out going forward, what the plan's going to be going forward, and I can't tell you that I was really successful in figuring anything out, but but I heard the people's voices, John. The children's voices. I heard the children's voices in the night.
In the night.
Children's voices in the night, and they said, "Where is the show? You useless dick. Why don't you do a show? Bring back the show." And therefore we have returned. And I'm glad to be back. Definitely missed the program. Things didn't feel right. How about you? What were your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. I mean...
limbo, really. It was a limbo time. Yeah,
it was really strange. It would be like some random Wednesday. I'm like, something's off. I'm supposed to be doing something. Oh, okay. It's a Wednesday. That would do it.
It was like someone went back in time.
Yeah.
And they murdered the show before it was born and didn't ever really exist. But there was always reminders that people would say, when's the show? People were actually really cool. No one actually said I was a dick or anything like that. And I think people really kind of understood. And they were like, whenever you're ready, but we want it back. And that was really nice.
Yeah, people were incredibly, incredibly nice. I mean, I hope they continue to be this nice now that we actually are back.
They're back,
oh my gosh, the show is so much better. You guys are terrible. Yeah, man. How come you keep letting OJ talk? Well, now we're going back to the beginning of the show.
I don't let him. He just does it.
Don't stop me now.
But it's all about balance, man. You got to find the right balance of things. And I think what we're trying to accomplish was like, I need, be able to do the show consistently, unlike last year, which was kind of up and down. Plus, have time to work on new stuff. Where it's like you can't work on new projects because the show is taken away from that.
It's taking up a lot of your time. Dude.
Plus, being able to live like a human, to be human again. There's this song from Beauty and the Beast, and I never heard it. It was in the I think the Blu-ray edition. They added it in. It was like a deleted thing from the movie.
Interesting.
And it was called "To Be Human Again." And the candle. What's the candle's guy's name? Something French. Lumiere. He sings this song, and it's insane. To be human again. What would it be like? Because he's no longer a human. And this sounds crazy, but when I would have the long sessions, try to get the whatever together, I would hear this in my head. To be human again. To be human again. And but it's an awesome song. They should definitely check that out. It's real creepy.
We missed you too.
That's why it was taken out of the movie, because it was so freaking weird and creepy. But it's awesome. But no, I said I haven't really figured things out. I think I figured some things out, and I'm feeling good about what we're doing. As you can see today, if you're checking this out on YouTube, we're going to roll with a more hardcore podcast format, right? And kind of going back to the early days of the program. Just trying to cut the fat on it, right?
Oh. Yeah.
What the hell?
That was me patting my big fat belly.
But I think this will be kind of our default setting. This is going to allow us to kind of be here pretty often. But I think sometimes you will see video, or sometimes you might see us live, or maybe once in a while we'll be on location somewhere, or maybe sometimes we'll be in the same room. There's a lot of endless possibilities that can arise. You know, it's
Yeah,
kinda
and
like,
we'll let you know in advance unless we really want to surprise you.
yeah, it's kind of like whatever kind of works for us at the time to be able to do everything we need to do and still put out a quality program. So the goal is definitely to be here consistently and to focus on the audio side of the program. You know, I'm actually going to try some things today with this edition to make the sound better. Some improvements in post-production on the sound. So let us know if you check it out, if it sounds terrible or good or whatever.
And I'm going to be doing my best to not touch my desk.
I've already yelled at him several times.
Like, the most I'll do is reach over and hit Control and Shift on the keyboard to keep the screensaver from coming up because I hate screensavers. But I'm like sitting here in my chair, rocking back and forth gently, trying not to touch my desk or computer.
We're going for some high-quality stuff. That's what we want. And like I said, we're available on iTunes and the MP3s on STAYBALLSY.com. I encourage everyone to download this thing. And it's a great thing to do. I do this like with a lot of podcasts I like. And if you're on the car or the bus or you're supposed to be working, if you have something to listen to, it's great. So if you can, download it. Even if you haven't done this before, try it out. Put it into the phone, whatever you got, and take it wherever you want to go with it. And also give us a 5-star review up on the iTunes page if you can. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'll accuse you of downloading a car.
There you go.
And they'll arrest
and
you.
also ignore all the other 10 million other podcasts exist. Just looking around on there, do you know how many there are?
Podcasts?
Oh my god.
Probably, what, do we have hundreds of thousands?
There's like billions of them.
Because everybody thinks that, everybody has the right to be heard.
Oh,
Everyone has
absolutely.
the right to be heard, but it does make for a rather saturated market.
You can't really
Which is why
complain
we're so
about
happy
it.
to have you.
It's fairly easy to put on, That's why we're able to do it and have been doing it for several years. But I think the last couple years especially, it's just exploded. Now you have like celebrities doing them, and it's a tough market, man. I don't know, but I think we just enjoy doing it. I think it's a great thing to just talk and have people listen to you and connect with people. It's probably the best way to do that.
That's the fun part.
Yeah. So like I said, this is kind of be how the show is going to be here and there. But we are working on some new stuff. And keeping it this way is going to allow us to have time to work on other things, make new things in addition to this. And some of those new things may involve going live and having video and all that stuff. So, stay tuned. Anything to add about this?
Just, in the words of a very, very wise man, be prepared.
What is it? Just all Disney?
I don't know.
All Disney today.
I saw a Disney movie on Sunday.
Which one?
Guardians of the Galaxy. Bam!
There's music in it, yeah. It's a Disney musical.
It's a Disney movie right there. Soundtrack's really important.
So even better than Guardians of the Galaxy, talking about superhero movies. Schnoz Made a Hole Punch 2-disc compilation set Blu-ray soundtrack came out in January. Very proud of this. I'm just happy to kind of take up space in the universe with these physical objects. Like the more space I can take up, the happier I am.
So eat a cake.
I just want to suffocate the world with space that belongs to me.
I'm working on it.
Oh yeah? Okay.
I'm gonna eat more cake.
Yeah, we've done pretty well with it, man. Our initial run, we sold through.
I was incredibly happy. You guys are amazing.
And then we ordered a lot more, which has been a questionable decision so far.
I think it's good.
Well, we're both kind of still in the hole on it, which is not fun. But people that have picked it up, they've sent in lots of great feedback, especially about the new versions of the episodes.
Yeah, honestly, dude, they are. I mean, I've watched through them like a bunch of times, dude. I saw my parents over the weekend.
Yeah.
My dad's like, yeah, so we rewatched the last few episodes of Schnoz Man and Hole Punch the other day.
Your parents
it gets better every time we watch it.
Yeah, your parents are great, man.
Like it was weird. Like the way you re-edited the episodes, like they love it so much more. They love it.
Yeah. Well, I highly recommend it to all. Check it out. Tried to keep the price point as low as possible. I think we don't really make much on any of them, right?
We're
we're in the hole right now.
yeah.
But anyway, it's a super loaded disc. I think on the box it says like over 7 hours of goodness or something. It was actually like 13 hours, like over 13 hours of stuff.
Lowballing us here, man.
If you factor in like the commentary and all the other stuff, but it's just insanely loaded. Commentary, the outtakes, you got all the redone episodes, you got other junk in there. I haven't heard from many people that have watched all of it. Like maybe a couple of people said they have been able to do it.
Some folks were very happy with the bloopers and the uncut footage, and one of them was very happy because they enjoyed all the parts with you yelling at me.
It's just real. It's real life.
I enjoyed them too.
You enjoyed living it.
Yeah, especially
you did not enjoy living it, but you enjoyed watching it back.
And the screaming.
John, you're like a raw material mined from the earth that I'm trying to turn into.
So you're trying to light a fire under my butt and mold me into something better.
You're like a lump of coal that I'm turning into a diamond with my hands strangling your neck.
Southern man, don't you? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I got a lot of awesome feedback on it, but I, like you just told everyone, I think the person that liked it the most was your mother. As I went to your parents' home, one day to pick something up that you had given to them, the signed cards, actually. You signed.
Yeah.
This turned into a big problem, because it was like, I kept running out of the cards. So John had to keep getting more, and then signing them, and you would give them to like his mom, or whatever. One time you mailed them to me, but...
Yeah.
You gave them to your mother, so I went to the house one day to pick them up, and, she invited me in and everything, and she was like, saying how impressed she was with it, and then she was like, did you sleep? And I was like, I do now, But yeah, they were very nice. Parents were very nice about it and stuff. And she's like, you have to keep doing this. I was like, I better tell John that. Like his mother said, he has to continue doing it.
I know what we've been planning. So
I gave you several months off away from me and my insanity.
And I did not flee, John. I did not run away.
You could have, yes. You could have disappeared into the night. But you're still here.
And still happy.
So yeah, thanks to everyone that picked it up. And it's still available. There's still many left. I think there's like 20, there's like 30 left or something like that.
Ish.
So, yeah, there's about 30 left. So that's it. I mean, once they're gone, we're not getting more. Because that's it's very expensive. So if you'd like to get it, pick it up today. Go to STAYBALLSY.com. And it'd be much appreciated. Get the 2 discs, all the stuff on it. You get the OJ autographed card. It's a good time, man. Very proud of it. It's probably that's our best work, I would say. It's something to hang our respective hats on.
But
so
our hats are on our heads.
OJ, what's been going on with you, man? It's been several months. I've heard of some sort of an injury alluded to here. What's going on? Tell us the story.
Did you open the images before I
No, you told me yesterday some kind of injury.
All right. Yeah, so I'm curious to get John's reaction to this on the air. You can open it up.
Okay, you send me an email. You're gonna have to put this on. You have to put these on Twitter, by the way.
Yep, they're gonna go on Twitter.
Okay, let's see.
What
the hell's this?
So I don't know if I nearly died.
Yes.
But I nearly lost an eye.
I could see that. So basically, it's a picture of John's face. He has a cut on his forehead. His eye is swollen, and there's a gash underneath his eyebrow. Mm-hmm. And your nose is a little busted, too.
Gash underneath my left nostril. My face is all puffed up. It's still puffy, actually, on the left side.
Was this a sexual accident?
If so, I'd be very impressed
what happened?
Myself.
Oh, there's another picture here. Hold on.
Yeah, there's 2 pictures of me, 1 picture of where it happened, and then I actually have a video of where I was and then where I ended up. So basically...
Did you fall in the woods again?
Sort of.
All right, tell us what happened.
All right, so I am not necessarily a very wise man at times. I'm at times a very foolish man. So, on Sunday, I was going to go visit my dad. We were going to go get lunch, eat a lot of barbecue, and watch Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
Sounds reasonable. So in my infinite wisdom, I thought, well, I better go jogging today. So I woke up, got my gym clothes on, went right outside and went for a jog. There's a missing step here. That step is eating food. See, the night before, I discovered that Crumbs in Stamford had indeed reopened.
This is a bakery?
Yup.
Why did it go out of business?
The thing I had the night before was the one that went out of business. Yup. It's back. And I had a ton of cookies to celebrate them being open again. And honestly, I was kind of disappointed. The brownies weren't that good. I digress. So imagine, if you will, the night before, I ate a ton of sugar and fat and went to bed. I woke up having burned through all of it. So I am basically completely out of energy. I don't notice this. I jog for about 1.7 miles when all of a sudden I start feeling lightheaded. I'm like, this isn't good. This is not good.
Well, first of all, where were you jogging?
I was just jogging around the neighborhood where I live.
Okay.
There's a little, it's not really like a walled off neighborhood.
Yeah.
But there's like a path you can go on where if you do 2 laps around it, like from my house to the end, back, and then do that twice, it's 3 miles. Pretty much just about a 5K.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to go for a jog. It's going to be great. I didn't eat. So after 1.7 miles, I'm like, oh man, I'm feeling a little dizzy. I should slow down. This isn't good. And then I notice my thoughts ain't working so well. And I kind of faint.
What the hell?
Yeah.
So you fainted and you slammed your head.
I fainted. I basically recovered from the faint on the ground underneath a tree next to a house, laying on top of a gutter and cement block.
How many days were you there for?
Somewhere between 2 and 7 minutes.
Unconscious.
Ish. Well, I was awake and kind of confused, like for a few minutes,
John,
just kind of like,
frightening. This is not a joke.
This is frightening. This is frightening.
You presented this as a joke to us, so this is very concerned.
This is effing terrifying. Don't worry, I went to the doctor. I'm cool.
Why do you think this happened? Just a lack of food?
No blood sugar. I mean, I'll admit, I've been getting no more than like 7 hours of sleep a night, maybe 7.5.
Because of the kids you have?
No, I just keep waking up at like 7 a.m.
Huh. Wow.
And like, I don't know. So I'm down there, and I'm looking around, I'm like, wait a second. That's weird. How'd I get here? Oh, I went for a jog. Wait a second. This isn't good. So I'm sitting down there, and I just kind of, get to a sitting position. I bump my face with my sleeve. I'm like, oh, that's blood. And I thought I like broke my nose or something, because the way I landed, like I landed with my face on top of, I think I landed with my face on top of my right hand.
Yeah.
The left side of my face just got torn up by a tree.
Did anyone see this? Come and help you?
Nobody saw me. Nobody. I was just laying there. No one came
Could have
by.
been there
Nobody
forever.
stopped. I like basically ran into somebody's house, and nobody came out to see what the noise was. So I'm sitting there like, this isn't
Could have gotten
good.
shot.
Yeah, I'm covered in, like, my face is all bloody. My nose is bleeding. Well, there's blood coming from the cut under my nose. I'm freaking out a little bit. My hand hurts. My face hurts. And my glasses are nowhere to be found. My headphones have been ripped from my head.
You went down, man.
And I pick up my, I finally find my phone, and I've been using a jogging program to track my progress. So I can actually go look. I saved the workout and find out how long it was between me moving, me falling, me staying on the ground, and me stopping my workout. I haven't done this yet.
This is a tragic situation, John. This is not what we want to hear.
This is awful. I know. No, I mean, I know why it happened, and I won't let it happen again. But basically, so I stand up. I pick up my phone because I didn't eat anything, and
John, are there problems at home? What's going on? Why are you not eating?
Because I just woke up. I was going to go get breakfast with my dad.
Running through the streets alone.
Anyway.
Why are you doing this?
Anyway. So, but the funny thing is I sit up and the first thing I think is, oh, hey, squirrel. Because a little squirrel just running around. Like,
squirrel's probably running away from you.
Yeah, he probably was. So yeah, this was really bad.
This is the kind of guy that looks like he eats squirrels. I better get out of here.
Yeah, right? So then I have to walk like a quarter mile home.
Yeah.
My face is all bloody. Like, I call my dad, and he doesn't answer. No answer at the house. I call his cell phone. He doesn't answer.
You must have thought you were
I get to the house and start
in the
cleaning my
Twilight
face.
Zone or something.
Yeah, I call my dad again. He doesn't answer. Like, I put some ice on my face and hand. I take some ibuprofen. I wash myself off. I take a shower. And I've also inexplicably cut up my leg a little bit, too, through my really thick pants.
What? What did your eye hit?
I don't know. I'm guessing the tree.
It could have been, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I
Has this ever happened
realized
to you
later,
before?
it's a miracle I didn't lose my eye.
Did this ever happen before?
Only when I got blood drawn.
Huh.
So, like, I almost faint every time I get blood drawn. So I'm like, oh, this is just my deal. This is what I do. Okay. And then, like, I go to get blood drawn. They're like, okay. They go draw blood. I have to lie down, and they got to give me apple juice and stuff.
This is a frightening tale, John.
Yeah.
I hope all is
Imagine looking
well.
at my dad's face when I got to their house.
I'm going to have to go talk to your mother about this. Perhaps.
She's already pestering me. Like,
good.
Funny
We're
thing
all
is, so I went to the doctor, dude.
We've been worried about you for years, but now this is even worse.
Now there's proof. No, dude, I went to the doctor.
Yeah.
I told her what happened.
Uh-huh.
They x-rayed my hand, and like, because my hand was really hurting and it's swollen. They say there's no breaks. I think that's garbage. I think there's but the X-ray says there's no breaks, so I have to believe them.
Well, this happened to you once before.
Yeah, but no, before they
injury.
didn't do the X-rays. They didn't do X-rays.
Uh-huh.
They did X-rays this time, and my hand, according to the doctor, my hand is not broken.
I'm going to have to order some tests for you. We need a CAT scan, a stool sample.
Yeah.
A hair test.
I told the doctor.
Have you been drinking?
No, man. I haven't had a drink in like 2 weeks.
Have you been drugging? That's not what I asked. I didn't ask about drinking. I asked about drugging.
No, I haven't been drugging. So, okay. So I tell the doctor.
Were you with some women that perhaps slipped you something to take you home? You know what I'm saying? Like they met you and like they slipped something in your drink. Did this happen to you, maybe?
No, that didn't happen.
Okay.
But dude, I go to the doctor.
Uh-huh.
I tell the doctor I fainted, and she just looks at me like, okay.
I guess it's pretty common in your area.
I'm like, should I just like eat food before I go jogging? Yeah, do that. I'm like, okay, that's okay. Bye. Because I'll admit, I was embarrassed to mention the fainting thing.
Uh-huh.
I actually left the doctor's office, then came back. I didn't leave I didn't leave like the parking lot. I came back in and said, by the way, doc, I kind of fainted. That's why I hit my head. She's like, okay. She's just looking at me like I'm an idiot.
You should have like pretended to faint right then and there. To see what they would do.
Yeah.
They'd be concerned then if you passed out in the office. Well, John, hope everything's okay because.
Yeah, I'm just in constant pain because my face is all cut.
What did they think at work? They probably didn't even believe you.
They're just like, you get in a fight? I'm like, yeah.
Looks like you had a fight.
I told them, yeah, man. I was going for a jog, and this tree was making uncharitable comments about my lineage. So I went to go headbutt him.
This tree's like
I missed, and his buddy, the ground, just hit me.
This tree's like, I'm older than you, and I'll be here after you're dead.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Chop him down.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, that's something, John.
Yeah. Not good, but
not good.
That's my story.
It's been a tough couple months, I'd say. The winter's been pretty bad this year.
Yeah. That's a funny thing, too, man. I jogged on ice for like 2 months. Like,
it's the grass that'll get you, not the ice.
Yeah, dude.
So, yeah, it's been just like really cold. The temperature's one thing, and it's like, I know you like the cold, and I don't really care. But you have to deal with like people. And one thing I hate, people just say over and over how cold it is. They'll just keep telling you. Like you go to work in the morning, as soon as everyone comes in, it's freezing out there. It's cold.
Someone's got a case of the Mondays.
It's like, I know. I went outside as well. I understand.
Actually, no, I stayed in here all night working. Thank you for telling me.
I was in a climate-controlled bubble for the last 3 weeks. But I don't know, it's just like people are just generally in I think you feel like a bad mood.
No.
I think people get sick and they're coughing all over you and stuff. And I don't know. But been crazy. Just like there was just a ton of snow.
Mm-hmm.
There was 1 week where I had off Monday through Thursday because it snowed like every day.
Gosh.
And then I just took off Friday. I called in sick for Friday.
Wow.
I was like, this is making a whole week, so that was kind of cool. But it's been a little out of control with the weather. But we got down some fun things I want to share with everybody. Last January, it's my birthday, and OJ took me out for a night on the town. We went to Louis C.K., the Madison Square Garden, and we had a good time there.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
Yes. Well, before we went to the show, we were walking around the city. It was like 5 degrees. Yeah. And we're trying to find all these comic stores, and every time we find them, they're all out of business. All these stores we used to go to years ago, and we just, where is it? I don't know. And we just, it must have closed. It's very sad.
Jim Hanley's universe.
Yeah, it's upsetting, man. But the Louis C.K. show was awesome. I loved how stripped down it was. Like, this guy sold out Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And there isn't even like an intro. There's no music or anything. He just comes out. Here's the microphone. There's no like screens or like TV, you know what I'm saying? Like light shows or like anything out of the ordinary. It's like, just gets up there, grabs the mic, does the set for like an hour and a half, leaves. And there's something really kind of beautiful about that, I think, right?
Yeah, it was just like just picture like thousands of people sitting in a room listening to one dude talk.
Right.
For like an hour.
And there was no bells and whistles on it, You probably have access to like whatever you need, I would think. Well,
oh yeah, dude, they got screens, they got bands. He could have a dude doing a rim shot every time he sneezes if he wants.
Could do anything. I would have done anything for $1 that he wanted me to do. But yeah, it was a good time, man. And OJ was like, no, I'm paying. It's your birthday. I'm paying for this. And he was very adamant about it. We went to a restaurant.
Serendipity.
Serendipity was I feel like it's kind of a weird place for two dudes to go alone, but whatever. We're very comfortable with each other, our bodies, and where we put I don't know, whatever.
Well, it's not like you asked to share my sundae. I would have shared it if you wanted it.
He was asking me. I'm like, no, we can't do that in here.
Then I ate like as much as possible.
The place is, if you find some pictures online, if you've never been there, you look at pictures, like there's a lot of like, the decor is a lot of like bright, fruity type of, can I say that? Colors?
It's bright colors.
Fringe and very, what else? Yeah, metallics and like a lot of, I don't know.
I'll note, the wait stuff all seem to be like
they were nice.
They're all super nice.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like it's a restaurant that like is on purpose trying to hire like European servers.
Well, it's a city, man. People love
like it's New York City. I mean, you got everybody, but it's weird. Like it was really everybody just. I felt like if I asked them like their life story, they would have this crazy story.
There's like boas on the walls and stuff. And then John's like, "You want to share my Sunday with me?" And I'm like, "No, we can't do that." People will talk.
Whatever. It's one of my. I don't know. It was one of my favorite restaurants.
No, it was great.
Been there. I thought you'd like it.
No. I'm not knocking it. I'm not. Oh, I've been there before, but I do like it, John. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, last time we went to barbecue, so I'm like,
it's not like the most. Like it's not like the most manly of place, like a barbecue place or like something like that. Burger joint. That's like, dude. Gosh. It's not a dude place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Fine. Yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
Like if you took like a girlfriend there, they think it was like the greatest place. I think.
Oh, I love that place. I mean, yes.
So John pays for everything this whole night. It was really cool. And I took the train back home. And of course, I got a $50 parking ticket when I got.
We tried so hard.
John tried so hard to give me a nice night out, and just didn't. It just can't happen.
John.
But I want to talk about Valentine's Day a little bit.
Okay.
And on Valentine's Day, I spent the day with the other person I'm in a relationship with, who's my girlfriend. Hung out with the girlfriend, and it's funny, John, 'cause people often say John's a real nice guy, right? So like, John's a nice guy. Even like the YouTube comments and stuff and all that. But I'll be the first to admit I'm a pretty bad boyfriend. Just really awful, John. Like I really get caught up in my my weird projects and like comics or whatever I'm doing at the time.
Yeah.
I get kind of lost in things, and
I can understand that.
But so it's Valentine's Day, so I'm like, all right, let's go to the movies because I have this gift card that I got. So we're gonna go to the movies. Use this gift card, and we'll see anything that you want to see because I always pick the movie, and I make her sit through just like all this stuff, whatever I want to watch.
Did you take her to see Dread?
No, I went with Kevin to that, but
Okay, just check.
But I make her watch like old Godzilla movies and not even like the one that Godzilla's in, like Gamera, Rodan, John Rodan. That's what she's got to watch. So,
dude, you watched like a 2-hour movie about a painter, a sculptor?
No, I don't know, whatever. But I'm like, you can choose the movie. So she picks Into the Woods.
Okay.
And Into the Woods is sold out. So I go, okay.
Yeah.
So I go, pick something else then, whatever you want to see. So the only thing that's really available, and the reason that Into the Woods was sold out is not because I don't think it was a popular movie. It was because the other 2 movies that were playing just had like 1,000 showings, which was American Sniper and 50 Shades of Grey. They had like 10 each, and there was like maybe 2 theaters for Into the Woods or something, right? So
they should have just combined those 2 movies, 50 Shades of
That's what I was saying, right? And they were very similar because there was like all this controversy about both of them. And it's just like, what is going on here? So it's between those 2 movies, and I kind of knew where this was going to go, but I didn't really want to see the American Sniper, honestly. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I wasn't into seeing like people getting shot and it's like something that actually went down. I don't know. I wasn't into the movie.
Yeah.
So 50 Shades of Grey. We're gonna go see this movie.
Wait, seriously?
And yeah. And like this is the movie at the time everyone's talking about it, and I see myself as a movie man. I'm interested in films and stuff. So, and I know I could talk about it right now, like I am right now. So I was like, all right, I'm down to go. So let's see what's happening with this 50 Shades of Grey. So, go to the theater, and you know how there's like 3 sections? There's like the big middle section of seats. Then there, on the left, there's rows, and then the right, there's rows, and there's like aisles in between those.
Yeah.
So we sit on the right side seats, and about 20 minutes into this god-awful film, and the corner of my eye, I see something. Now, on the aisles, there's steps, and there's little light bulbs on them.
Uh-oh.
Because the theater's dark, but they want to show you where the steps are, so if someone has to like lose the bathroom or leave or something.
They're not going to die.
Or, yeah, get out of there, whatever. So I see, like, in the corner of my eye, like, some movement. And I like, look over, and I don't see any anymore. And then I, like, turn around again, and then I see, like, the corner of my eye, some movement. So I'm like, I'm just going to focus on this spot.
Is it Paul Rubens?
Oh, no. You're going to a totally different place than I am with this.
Okay.
That'd be something, though. That'd be really, this might be better, though. I don't know. But, I'm just going to focus on these steps because I see something, like, moving. And I'm just staring at it maybe a couple minutes, and then, sure enough, slowly walking up these steps, climbing up these steps, is what I believe to be a rat.
Oh, no.
Now, it could have been a mouse, but it was pretty big.
Huh.
So it's a freaking rat. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to tell the girlfriend because I don't want her to get, like, upset and ruin the movie or whatever. So I just put my feet up on the seat in front of me, and now I'm just like, I'm like totally can't watch the movie. I'm just, where's this thing going to go? What's going to happen here? And the theater's pretty crowded. It's a lot, I'd say mostly like middle-aged women at this thing.
Oh.
Is your demographic. So I'm like, a rat with middle-aged women.
Oh, no.
This is gonna end well.
This is going to be amazing when the lights come on.
So I see it. It's just kind of in this spot. I'm like, I hope it doesn't come near me. Instead, it makes a left, and it goes towards like the main section of seats. And it's like, going where people are, right? And the whole way, I'm just, where's this thing? What's going to happen here? And I'm waiting for people to scream, but sure enough, John, no one ever noticed. There was never people just like watching the movie. It probably didn't like touch anyone, or I don't know, or they just didn't notice. And for the next, hour and a half, whatever this was, I'm the only one that knew about this rat in this place. And then, like, when we left, I'm just looking around, and the lights come on, and the place is just a pigsty, dude. This is like a Lowe's theater, right?
Yeah.
Which is the AMC Lowe's, which is like the big chain. But there's, like, popcorn over the floor. There's freaking, like, gummy bears thrown everywhere. So I'm like, all right, that's why there's rats.
Well, here's the question, though.
Yeah.
They usually show the same movies in the same physical theater for a while, right?
Yes.
So either they don't bother cleaning up after 50 Shades of Grey because reasons.
They definitely did not. From the previous one.
Or middle-aged women are just slobs when it comes to movies.
But I felt really upset because it was like the sanctity of the theater
Well, tell the you should have told the management, got yourself some free tickets.
Okay, no, there's rats. But then I was like, oh, no one's going to believe me because I was the only one that saw it. I don't want to get into it. I just wanted to get out. Plus, it was the movie I didn't like. I just wanted to leave. But
oh, yeah. How was the movie, John?
The movie itself, from what I saw, is pretty bad. The chick, I don't know, whatever her name is.
Let's call her Bella.
Johnson is her last name?
Bella Johnson.
She's Don Johnson's daughter.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But she was awesome. She was really good acting in there from her.
Okay.
But I just wanted to go into the movie and like put a coat around her and like take her into our reality and be like, you don't have to go there ever again. Because it was just like, the thing with nudity in films, I believe, like once you show one nipple, like it's over and that's all you got to do. You know what I mean? Like once you show a little nudity, you've done it
all the way.
You've done it. No. I'm saying once you've shown nudity once, you've done it. People have processed it. Wow. Okay.
Oh, and there's no need to keep doing it.
There's no need to keep doing it. And they just kept doing it just over and over again. Very similar shots and the same kind of sequences and things. And it's like, okay, it's too much. I feel bad. I feel bad for her, honestly, because she's doing a good job. She's obviously very talented, and it's just like, yeah, constantly be naked. Yes, constantly.
Like the cameraman's just like not even. By the end of the movie, he doesn't even care anymore. He's like, "Look, lady."
Well, it's the direction, but
lady, I could like map you every single. I'm sorry, I don't know how to tell you, but I think you should get checked by.
But that was that. It was definitely interesting. Like I said, the sanctity of the theater was violated, just much like this woman on screen was violated many times. The theater was as well by filthy rats. And I wish there was I could tell you like someone screamed or something, but I was waiting for it. I was like, oh my God, this is a powder keg ready to blow, But that's
Did people swoon?
Swoon?
Like, ah. It's kind of like...
There wasn't anything really too crazy from the audience members.
Okay.
That is something I usually do pay attention to when we go to see stuff. Just how people react to things. And so there's been movies where I've seen them like a couple times in the theater, and then each audience like reacts totally different sometimes, and it's a whole like psychology thing going on there.
Don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, and then everybody laughs. Ha ha.
There was a lot of couples. There was a lot of like middle-aged women like together,
like a book club.
They're probably divorced or something.
Oh,
I don't know. There wasn't any like guys alone. Like you said, that would have been weird. That would have been a Paul Rubens type of thing. It was either like a chick with someone or like groups of women. But it's the kind of movie like you don't like the next day you don't even remember anything. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing really to it, and I couldn't even tell you anything about it really, except this chick was like just naked for no reason, like for hours.
But you needed a coat.
I wanted to save her, John. Put a coat around her.
Aww.
Yeah. The other thing I wanted to talk about over the last couple months, I finally got health insurance.
It's nice.
So if I faint, I can go to the doctor like you.
It's all part of my not being dead fantasy.
So yeah, I have health insurance now. And it was interesting to get. I'm doing the federal thing.
Yeah.
And it's weird because you fill out all this information and they kind of decide what you can afford based on how you answer, and I guess based on your income and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you make this one, this is what you could pay. And I'm not so sure you could really do it that way and get accurate results, but that's what went down. And I just been gone like a rampage going to doctors and stuff because I haven't gone so long. And to go to this doctor, I had to change doctors for people that's on the plan that you have. And go to the doctor. They check the balls out. They do this to you?
Maybe.
The testicle check?
Maybe.
You've had it done, I'm sure, no? What are they checking for? Do you know?
I don't know what you're talking about, John. They were just groping you for no reason. I don't know. You should probably get a new doctor.
This is what I ask people afterwards, but my old doctor, he would have you drop trow. He would like be on his knees in front of you and then just like touch and check.
Okay.
And which was kind of, at the time, I didn't think it was really a problem. But how this guy did it, this guy had you laid down. You put on like a gown. A little lipstick. Yeah. Again, no, you put on one of those doctor gowns. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then you kind of like went under, like a reach around underneath the gown and just did it like very quickly. But you did.
Like, I don't want to touch this, but I have to.
Yeah, but it was more like professional.
Okay.
So I was wondering if you have any input on this and what has happened to you in the past, and if you could explain the gown method. Like this other doctor, I feel like maybe I have to call someone about this. I didn't know it was a problem until now.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it didn't sound super unusual, except for like the doctor being timid. Sounds like the doctor was timid, like trying to be done as fast as possible.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, that's just how I describe it. Maybe that was out of 50 Shades of Grey. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong.
Oh, my no.
And then I got new glasses.
Oh, I need those too.
And this was a big pain. Because with the insurance, it's like, this one doctor I went to, the insurance covers the prescription, but not the actual creation of the glasses. So then you have to go to find another place that will take the insurance to make the glasses. Right. And I bring this place, this prescription, everything seems like it's fine, sign some papers, like, all right, right on, we're going to make these for you. Get a call a week later, I'm thinking the glasses are done. Instead they go, there's a problem because we understand these glasses are for your son Michael, and we have your insurance information. We need your son Michael's information, not yours. We can't start until we. So I'm like, I don't know who Michael is. I don't know who that is. And they're like, your son. And they're just very adamant about this. Your son, Michael. This is the glasses place. Your son. It's for your son. I'm like, I don't know who that is. I don't have a son.
I have no son.
So it turns out they wrote my name down as Michael for some reason, and just put it together in their own minds that that's my son. This whole story just developed off this name mistake.
That's so dumb.
And just calling and just being like, your son. And weird.
I think I'd know if I had a son. I hope I'd know if I had a son.
Yeah, I don't know.
You should have been like, oh my gosh, I have a son? Is he yours? What did you do while my eyes were getting done?
Yeah.
What did you do to me?
So, OJ, tell us what's been going on with you. I know you've been taking part in some activities.
What?
A physical activity that goes beyond fainting. Would you like to tell us about it?
Must I?
I would like to. Yes, you must.
Okay. So a couple of my good friends are getting married. And my friend asked me to be the best man, which means that I have some responsibilities. And some of these responsibilities involve I'm going to have to dance at the wedding.
Wow. A solo dance?
No, not a solo dance. I'm going to have to I don't know exactly who I have to dance with. I'm supposed to dance with like the maid of honor, or if like the maid of honor dances with the groom and then I have to dance with the bride. I don't know. I got to dance with somebody.
So you're in the wedding party and you have to dance.
Yeah.
So what are you doing here? You're
taking dance lessons?
Taking dance lessons.
Yeah.
What are some of the dances that you've been taking part in?
Now, I've been learning how to swing dance, how to tango, how to do the foxtrot, how to do salsa, and there's also the Roomba, which I thought was for cleaning the floor, but it's not. And waltz. Plague.
So how's this going?
It's going okay. It's a little awkward because I don't have a dance partner, so I basically have to pray that when I go to... So basically, they sell you private lessons and group lessons.
Yeah.
Private lessons are fine because I can dance with the instructor. But it also means the instructor can't really see my footwork unless she's, like, staring directly straight down. But when it comes to group lessons, I basically have to pray when I get there that there's a woman who's gone there and didn't have a partner. So yeah, it's just kind of awkward because I don't have a partner. So I have to hope that either there's a woman there or that people trade partners. You're
an interesting guy in the fact that you like to try a lot of different things. Did you take singing lessons?
Singing lessons, now dancing lessons.
Did you take what else?
Kendo.
Kendo. You combine these things.
Combine them.
Didn't you cake making or something as well?
Yeah, I took a cake decorating class.
So you're very a man of many trades, and
I'm a jack of all trades, but I can only stick with them for like 4 months at a time.
What happens after 4 months? You just go, I'm done with you.
Well, I don't want
clean yourself off, Kendo.
Well, wow.
Get out.
I don't know. I find it hard. I don't like doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Like I've got like if I have to schedule like a lesson every Monday at say like 8 o'clock, I'm going to hit Monday and be like, nope, don't got Monday. Got my lesson at 8. Nope. And then any day, like, sorry, there's a snowstorm, so you can't make your lesson. I'm like, woohoo! It's a day off, man.
Do you like seeing the progress within yourself? Do you like the challenge of a new thing?
Good.
And then you see a month later, wow, look what I could do now. Is that what
it is nice. Yeah, that is a nice thing. I mean, I haven't knocked anybody down in a while. Just kidding. I haven't knocked anyone down. I've fallen myself, though. They had just waxed the floor.
Right.
And so we were taking a group lesson because they have like parties once a month where basically they have wine and soda and alcohol and food and like they have a band come in.
Mm-hmm.
So before the party, there's an hour-long lesson. So during this hour-long lesson, thankfully there was an even number of people, so I had a partner the whole time. I stepped on the newly waxed part and slipped, but I caught myself without actually hitting the ground. Like I landed on my feet and hand, like doing a breakdance pose. So I kind of stood up, took a bow to everybody, and then went on with my life. But haven't fallen there since.
It's all for the dance.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. It's exercise, sort of, but
yeah, it sounds good, man. It's going good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what I can do by the end of it. I don't know.
This crazy show here today, talking about 50 Shades of Grey, going to a feminine restaurant together, dance classes. We're modern men.
Is it cool to go there with a group of people?
It's cool to go there anytime. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Still, if you're paranoid about it.
I don't know. I will admit, my friends and I went to a show in Vegas once and gave people the wrong idea.
It's okay. I like to give people the wrong idea. They should have. Why should they have the right idea about you?
True. I like surprising folks.
They should always have the wrong idea about me. That's what I say.
Yeah. By the way, don't tell people I'm dancing. I want to surprise people at the wedding.
Who am I going to tell? Mr. Calling people? Well, we just did a podcast with it.
Yeah. Thankfully, the people who know me, usually, it's weird. The people who I know in person just don't ever listen. I don't know why. It gets a lot of dirt on me.
They want nothing to do with it.
One of my bosses did listen once, actually.
And that was just once, was all they could take.
He was waiting for the next episode of Snozman and a Hole Punch to come out, so he went to, youtube.com/JohnRamboPresents,
right.
And it started playing an episode of the show, and he listened to like the whole thing before he realized, wait, this isn't what I expected.
This isn't the same show.
Yeah.
So a show that's coming out soon I'm very excited about. Actually, we're coming back with our show at a good time because a lot of things that
a lot of good stuff is happening.
A lot of good stuff is coming out. I mean, of course, we got all these movies coming out like Avengers and all that jazz, man. But of course, Game of Thrones is on its way back.
Yup.
And I was kind of annoyed because they're doing that HBO Now, which is separate from your cable systems. It's like Netflix or something. You just subscribe.
Yeah.
But it's only for Apple users for the first 4 months. So I can't do that. So I'm going to have to get HBO again. It's like real expensive and whatever.
Yeah.
But so that I'm very excited about is Daredevil coming to Netflix.
Yeah, man.
On the 10th.
You have to get on that. I don't know if I'll be able to watch all those episodes in time, but I'm going to try.
Yeah, so I was thinking we're going to do like a Daredevil show at some point, which we both have seen all the episodes, and kind of talk about what we think about it. But I'm a big Daredevil fan, John, as you know.
Yep.
Just an awesome character. A lot of people kind of knock it.
Yeah, one of my friends is like, this is the stupidest character idea ever.
Yeah, it's just people don't really get it, man. It's like people either say he's like Marvel's Batman, or they say, oh, it's the blind guy. It's a joke. And both are really far from the truth. Yeah, it's a character with a lot of levels to it. And one of the things I love about the character is he's Catholic. And I kind of identified with that. He's kind of like a Catholic that stopped going and stopped practicing and all that stuff. But basically, if you take Batman, because people say, oh, he's like Batman, but there's so much more to him than Batman. This guy's got a day job as a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
A friggin' lawyer, man.
Bruce Wayne doesn't have to do anything if he doesn't feel like
He
it.
doesn't do nothing. This guy came from nothing, and now he's got this law thing. And the other cool thing about him is he's got these chicks. He's got a bunch of chicks that want him and like him. And he's always kind of have that, you know, whether it's Elektra, the Black Widow, Karen Page, whatever. And it's, you know, it's always kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do with that. And plus I got this law thing. And he's like the most stressed out superhero ever, I think. You know?
Yeah, Batman's too crazy to be stressed.
So he's like Batman if Batman liked women. That's what Daredevil is.
Batman's a little Sherlock Holmes in that regard.
Yeah. But then Daredevil, like his powers, can't see but has all these super sensory things, right?
Yeah.
And there's like this meta thing that goes on when he fights someone. For instance, like he goes against like Electro. How there's like all this game within the game stuff. So he's fighting Electro, so he can't see, but he can like sense this or that. So if he fights someone with electric powers, how would that affect this battle? Right? What would go on? Like, depending on who he goes against, it's like a whole other world of things that opens up. Like,
he's not a one-trick pony.
How would this affect this? Right? That's always like very interesting.
Batman knocks the goons unconscious.
Yeah.
Uses a gadget on the villain.
Right.
Well, Daredevil's got some issues. Like, he can't just do the same thing against every villain because he's got some limitations.
Well, it's just very interesting. It's a big ball of stuff. I mean, you got the Catholic guilt. You got the chick problems. You got the blindness thing and these other issues, plus the law thing. So there's so many tools that when a writer gets his hands on the character, there's so many things to play with. And that's what really makes a great character, is when there's all these things to play with and mess with. And probably some of the best comics ever. I mean, talk about the Frank Miller run in the 80s and then the Bendis run, which I just actually reread the whole thing recently.
Oh, nice.
So really, really cool. I'm really excited about the show. Looks good so far. We'll see what happens.
Hopefully it'll live up to Marvel's standards.
I think so. It's certainly something we'll be talking about.
Yep. Like how Marvel doesn't allow smoking in their movies anymore unless the person gets punished after. Well, Disney doesn't.
No one could smoke now? And what?
In official Disney movies, you can't smoke. If I read the article correctly, you can't smoke unless it shows that cigarettes are bad for you.
Can you smoke the electronic cigarettes that are really annoying? People can smoke anywhere for some reason. Blowing in your face.
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Okay, fair enough. Well, John, I think that's going to do it for the return show.
Okay.
We kind of set the table here. Got you caught up with some stuff that we've been doing that you may have not wanted to know about. Probably would have been better off not knowing about the going to the doctor, touching the balls thing underneath the gown.
Or OJ nearly killing himself.
Well, we all wanted to know about that.
Yeah,
we're all very concerned about OJ and what's going on with him. We want you just to be okay, John.
I know. Tell my mom that. My goodness, she went
I'll be
nuts.
talking to her later tonight.
Oh, please don't.
I'm going to send her this episode of the show.
She knows what happened.
All right. I got to make sure, though. I can't just... You might be like in a fainting hallucination right now. And just saying things.
She was yelling at me to eat more bananas and get more potassium.
Right on.
Like crazy.
Did they... well, what I had like my blood tested. Did they test for your vitamin levels and things?
I haven't had one of those tests in a while, but to get those tests, you like can't eat before you go. So it's like now I'm going to faint regardless of what happens because I wasn't allowed to eat for like a day.
Huh.
Yeah, I can't win.
I'm trying to find this letter I got from the doctor. I wanted to read it. Can't find it right now, but after my physical with the ball touching and all that stuff, I got a letter from the doctor. Said I am an exemplary patient and I am a standard that my friends and family should try to meet.
Are you serious?
Yes, this is true.
Wow.
I have proof of this in a letter form. So you should really try to be like me, John. This won't happen to you.
Okay? Be like Mike.
And then he also said your balls were wonderful. Anyway.
I believe you.
My friends, I encourage you to check us out at STAYBALLSY.com. Go to the message board, the forum there. Post up some stuff. We want to get back into the comments and all that. So post up whatever you want to post up on there. It'll be really great. Check us out on iTunes. If you never have done it before, go to the iTunes thing. You can follow the links in this video's description or just type in Stay Ballsy, search for that. It's under the podcasts. Download away. It's got every episode ever is on there. You can also download the episodes at STAYBALLSY.com. Got every episode ever there in MP3 form. And I think that's going to do it, man. Schnoz Hole Punch 2-disc compilation set is available. Ready to go. I want to ship this to you. I ship these things out like the day people buy them, John.
John's really on the ball.
You see this? Like, you buy it, within 10 minutes, I'm going to the post office with this thing, ready to rock. You get the thing in 2 days from the time you buy it.
It's a good deal, man.
All the way, man. All the way with this. So I think you'd really enjoy it. If you haven't picked it up, you're on the fence about it. Talk to other people. Ask some folks that have gotten it, what they think. Don't listen to me. Listen to the folks out there. Everybody really enjoys it. It is the perfect version of the episodes and all that stuff, and the final versions and all that. So I encourage you to check it out. And that's going to do it for us. We'll be back in 6 months, John. April Fools. See what I did there?
Got you.
That was a little saran wrap on the toilet seat with the urine on that you just sat in, my friends.
This is going to be a hashtag.
Nope. We'll be back next week. So.
All right.
Yeah, get some hashtags going. Let us know what you think of today's program. We're happy to be back in your loving arms, my friends. And that's it for the show. We'll just say goodbye.
I missed you guys. Goodbye.
This has been a production of StayBallsy.com, the best in free and optional entertainment. Have a pleasant evening, and remember, stay ballsy. Don't take any shit from anyone.